Okay, so it is true. On Steam, for the recent reviews, we are at 94%. That is insane. Considering the fact that, there was the negative review bomb because of the patch that they kind of reverted, which is nice. So everyone's happy. The game's getting good reviews. We have some good updates coming. Right now is a perfect time to get into Space Marines 2. And I just wanted to highlight this because I think it's amazing that we are actually seeing the game steadily be worked on. We are getting, we're getting patches, which is nice because there are games out there that released that aren't even getting patched right now, like Sparking Zero, and I just think right now it's great. I don't want to throw any shade at any games. I like Sparking Zero, but yeah, like we should appreciate how much this game is getting updated and where the direction's going to be. And I think a horde mode is going to be a huge deal for the game because of how many patches we are going to get. At the very least, I think this is fair. Now, all reviews is still at 82%, but recent reviews is 94%. I think that is a good reflection of where the game is at the moment. Almost overwhelmingly positive on recent reviews. We need only 1% more. We need only 1% more, brothers. Yeah, definitely give it a positive review on Steam if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get it to overwhelmingly positive. And yeah, let's see how the community reacts to this. I am so happy to see the game getting its flowers. Saber has done a great job listening to the community. The Emperor provides. I agree. Even, like, I am playing Darktide right now, and the game came out in 2022, and I just picked it up, and I'm having a great time. I can see this being in a similar situation, considering how much they have in common as well, as far as, combat pacing and everything. So, yeah, I agree. Glad the game is getting its flowers. Fix the matchmaking, and I'm there. So, I don't even know what he means by this. I was recently in a situation where I switched teams in the middle of a PvP game. So if anyone has anything to say about matchmaking, it's me. I will say an issue like that is rare. I don't know if they mean in operations. Potentially operations matchmaking isn't in a good spot, but let me know in the comments how you feel about matchmaking. It's good that we're still going to hear out these criticisms for the game because I think they, obviously something needs to be worked on if I'm switching teams in a PvP match. But I don't even know if this guy is referring to PvP. And you know what? If he is, then this is a very largely upvoted comment. So it's good that to see that people are still interested in seeing PvP a bit more fleshed out, because, yeah, I would 100% love to see that. If anyone is curious, total reviews are at 82%. Great game, had a ton of fun. I think it's like at 84% now, but I'm not 100% sure. Great game, had a ton of fun. Still think the advanced access was extremely crappy and the cosmetic pack shouldn't exist. Well, dude, okay. I think early access stuff is that's a conversation to be had with all games pretty much. Yes, I agree. It's kind of weird. In my position, it's weird because I kind of have to pay for early access so I can start, making content and stuff as early as possible. But it's not really that big of a deal. Ultimately, if I find something fun about the game that I can make a video on, I'll just make the video on it, and it is what it is, But yeah, I mean, I do kind of get impatient as well, so I will also pay for early access because of that, regardless of what video I make. Yeah, I would want to play Space Marines 2 when it comes out, and yeah, it comes out early for a couple more dollars. I get it. That definitely could be annoying. I don't think it's something to negatively review the game on. That feels a little bit dishonest. Same goes for the cosmetic pack. Well, at the very least, I think they should, definitely sell that heavy skin, because I have received comments of people asking where to get it. And if people are interested in it, why not sell it? I don't have an issue with that. I have the heavy skin. I don't really care. But it's, again, still nothing to negatively review the game over. Now, we did go over the negative reviews the game received during that review bomb, but at the same time, there was definitely some criticism, obviously, that needed to be said, because they ended up reverting some stuff. So are the negative reviews for the total, is 82% really a good reflection? I think it's like 50-50. Whereas the game did receive some warranted criticism. However, they fixed those problems. So it's kind of like, I do believe if I think that it maybe it's between 82% and at the moment the 94%, making it like 88, 87% for overall. I feel like will be what it ends up as. But hey, we will see. We will see. It was deserved at the beginning, or at least it was okay. But we are how many months in, and how much content we got? A lousy gun in one mission. A lousy gun. I actually really enjoyed the Neovolkite missile. My bad. Neovolkite pistol. Sheesh. Neovolkite missile? Ooh. Okay, sorry. It's not a lousy gun. It's a fun gun. One mission? Okay, but so this comment was made 2 hours ago. I'm gonna put this video out in a couple hours. So either way, you look at it. This comment was made on the 3rd. In 2 days, we're getting a new operation, essentially. So this is not going to age well. Especially, you know, the devs continue to release community updates and stuff, so you can have this opinion now, but when the game ends up updating so much that you end up coming back to it, you're going to have a different opinion on it. Definitely don't sour your taste over this, because, like, one mission, we're getting another mission literally, like, very soon, and these are free updates. And yeah, I can see where coming from Dark Tide to Space Marines 2, it's kind of like, oh, where's the content drops and all this sort of things, or any sort of live service game. But I believe the campaign mission was really good. Now, I don't think the campaign mission would have sold the entire game on its own. I do like the operations and the PvP. So, I don't know. Some of these people need to be a little bit more patient considering the situation. Like, you can have this comment in a couple of months or whatever, but like, we did just get a free update and now we're about to get another one, and it's going to be a new operation. Like, operations are really fun to play through. So, I don't know. And yeah, we're about to get this lousy gun in PvP, so okay, we will see. We will see. For the record, this comment has been downvoted. I just think they need to be a little bit more patient. Again, though, I just want to say about the negative reviews, it's warranted to give the game a negative review when it doesn't deliver on something that you wanted it to deliver on. But when it does deliver on that thing, you can't leave your emotions. Like, you gotta leave your emotions at the door and just kind of like try to go into the game with a different perspective and just try to revisit it and see if it delivers on something that you wanted it to deliver on. But you know, with a fresh perspective. You can't get emotional about these things anyway. Especially free updates. There was already little content to begin with. I just want to disagree on this. And see, here's the thing though. If you're not playing PvP, I can see where it's like, okay, there's little content, kind of. You're still going to get like enough out of the game where you would still get the same hours from Black Myth Wukong or whatever. But yeah, like, I do kind of feel bad for players who don't immediately jump into PvP and love it as much as I did. But I'll say that we're definitely getting free operations. That's going to be nice, and a horde mode. So again, if there's not enough content for you now, there will be more updates. So there might be enough content for you in the future. Grace period is over. It's time to work. Okay, that's where the downvotes came in, I bet. I feel like that last two part was just like, oh, okay, you're just mad. Nah, give the game its flowers. We're getting a new update. I'm definitely stoked on it. Definitely just wanted to make this video to kind of go over some of these criticisms. I see some of these criticisms, but, you know, some people are easier to, like, talk to about it. But still, you just have to, you know, consider the fact that we are going to get free updates, and there's going to be more to come back to. So if you don't like the game now, you might like the game in 3 or 4 months. Dark Tide is amazing now. It took a couple years, and I just came back to it as a new player, and the game feels so large. I do believe the best way to experience the Warhammer atmosphere is with both of these games. So eventually Space Marines will be on sale. You can pick it up then, and same goes for Dark Tide. But yeah, definitely glad to see the game get its flowers, and I'm excited for what we have, what we have coming. We have a new operation coming, and yeah, definitely excited for the free updates in the future. All right, thanks for watching.